y'all, I am Hope here at Crafty Hope, and I'm going to admit that I feel almost kind of silly sharing this, but I recently got some new distress inks and oxides and sprays and all of that, and realized I had a few in my stash that weren't labeled, and I thought I'd pop on the camera and show y'all how easy it is to label these. I like to be able, especially with the sprays, to see what the colors are from the top of them, because it's really hard with just the lids on to know what color you're getting. So what I like to use are circle label stickers. I usually find these at like Dollar Tree or a Dollar General, or probably most office supply stores probably have these, and they're just little circle stickers that work great for putting on the top of the lids of these spray inks. And I stick them on the lid, as you can see, shake up my spray ink so I get the true colors, and then do a little spritz. As an added bonus, I do this on top of some underpaper, so then I have that beautifully sprayed paper for some kind of project later. So this is super simple. It can get kind of messy, so if you're one that doesn't like ink and stuff on your fingers, definitely maybe wear some gloves. I don't mind getting inky fingers. I just have to make sure they're clean between applying the new sticker. So that's it. And if I think one of these here, I get some of the spray. I think maybe I already did it. If the spray gets on the edges of the cap here, then I just wipe it off just like that. So it's just about sticking on that, shaking it up, sticking that sticker on, removing the cap once it's good and shook, spritzing a little bit of the ink on there, and then letting these dry. And then I keep them in a bin so that I can see from the top of them. Now, if you keep these on a shelf and you can see the colors from a shelf or whatever, that's great. But because mine are in like a bin or a bucket, it's best for me to be able to see from the top what the actual colors are. So I do something similar with my ink pads. I'm going to show you all that as well, because I did, like I said, get some new distress ink pads, and I'm using a simple mailing label. I cut them down to about the size of the little ledge there on each of the stamp pads, and while it's still on the backer, I just dip it into the ink, just like that. And I put it aside, especially with these distress oxides, they take a little bit to dry, so I don't want to handle it immediately. So I'm going to just put these aside to dry, and once they are all dry here in just a second, by the time I get done with doing all 5 of these, the first one is dry enough to go ahead and stick on there. So as an added bonus, you'll see in my pictures at the end, some of mine are kind of small. But if you do long ones like this, you could also take a pen or a typewriter or whatever and put the name of the inks on there as well. Now, you can't do that with the sprays as much, but with these ink pads, it's perfectly easy to do that. Like I said, this is a super easy thing, but I just thought it might be something I would share with y'all, because I know I struggle with organization, and this is one thing I do have pretty well organized. So, all right, guys, let me know if you have any questions about any of this, and thanks for watching. I will see y'all another time with some kind of creative activity. Bye.